That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. It's Turner. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On 2nd down, it's Turner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
50, plant.
Back to throw. Bowman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fleming. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going back to you.
2nd and 6. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength on the ball. Hit it. Let's go. Come on.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. On 1st down, Turner. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bowman under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mayfield's throw finds Callaway complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, I got it.
Mayfield with it once more. And able to find Dorsett. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Mayfield now. It's caught. Beckham. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Throwing to start the drive. Bowman is complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And down he goes. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Hey, lock it. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Bowman nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
What you got?
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's good for a Cleveland 1st down at 11-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long.
Hey, Urban. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. King.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
50, plant. You ain't doing nothing today. Let's go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Anywhere, man. What are you doing? You can't get past me.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go now. 30 base.
3 bud.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Mayfield now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Point it right. 53 is the mark.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. First down, Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Alert! Alert!
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On the toss, it's Dorsett. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter.
SOS. Say.
Regular.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bowman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll try the left side. Turner. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
56. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
General West.
Fresno. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Five. Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bowman. He's able to find Wallace. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready. 18 Gator.
56. Here we go, D. All day. Defense. All day.
5.
They'll run on first down. It's Turner. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Leo.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Bowman looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Alert! Regular! I got you!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield on the crossing route, complete. It's Schwartz. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mayfield now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And again, it's Mayfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Chubb. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Adrian Amos on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 7.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now it's Dorsett. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Again, it'll be Dorsett, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. The Jets 28 yards.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
On first down, it's Turner. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Running right, it's Dorsett. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw on 2nd down. Bowman. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bowman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Let's get the ball.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.